Pittsburgh, and today I'm here to talk to you about data. If we look over here at Bill Gates, he says, I'm pretty sure our impact is this big. How do we know what our impact is? Now, impact is its own conversation in itself, but if we start talking about data and the effect that it has, I have the question, what if all nonprofits utilize data to make decisions moving forward in their work to live their mission, right? We all here work in nonprofits, right? We all here work in nonprofits? Yeah. Great. Okay, so I've had a great experience in the nonprofit field. I've done community outreach work, I've done curriculum development, and now I'm serving with Allegheny Partners for Out-of-School Time. Allegheny Partners for Out-of-School Time deals with the out-of-school time community in Allegheny County, hence our name. We work for quality and accessible out-of-school time programs. We do that through a variety of different methods and various strategies with community partners and community stakeholders. We have a quality campaign that helps organizations commit to always improving their quality. We do system building work in the Hill District, in Homewood, and in the North Side. And we also offer a ton of free professional development. That is just a small amount of work that we do, but data is a major part of our work. So, looking at the experiences that I've had, all organizations run differently. APOS is part of the United Way. I've worked in organizations that have different staffing, different budgeting, different programs in general. But what is data, and how do people utilize data to sometimes make sure that their programs are going well? So, data, what are you? We are going to do a quick lesson in what data is, specifically 2 types of data that I know your nonprofits will use. So there are 2 types of data. There's qualitative data, and that is observed but not measured. So those are behaviors, that's appearance. And whenever you think of qualitative, you want to think quality is qualitative. Next up, we have quantitative, and that is something we can measure. So whenever you think of quantity, you think of quantitative. So I'm going to test your knowledge real quick, and we're going to look at a photo. Okay, we'll work with it. So in this photo that I was going to show you, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen it. It is of the lovely executive allies of our laughing photo. Who here has seen the laughing photo of the executive allies? Great, okay, so we're in front of Coro, and Jamelia made us laugh. It was a great moment. So qualitative aspects of this photo was, we appear to be happy. Who knows if we are happy? Any other people that know the photo?
People are wearing black.
People are wearing black.
They look like they're having fun.
They look like they're having fun. Great. So those are qualitative aspects of a photo. Whenever we think of the quantitative aspect of things, who knows the photo that wants to?
There are 9 people in it.
There are 9 people in it.
7 of them are wearing black.
7 of them are wearing black. How did you memorize this photo? I love it. My favorite, okay, so and this can be any pictures of the executive allies. There's 9 of us. We've been serving for 2 years. That's over 30,000 hours of community space service, right? So that's a quantitative data point. So now I'm interested. I told you a little bit about APOS. We've been over what data is. Tell me how your nonprofit utilizes data. And seriously, please tell me.
We measure how many people watch our podcast.
You measure how many people watch podcasts. What kind of data is that?
Quantitative.
Quantitative.
We take attendance.
You take attendance. Great. Does anybody have any qualitative data they use? Yes, tell me right now.
We utilize surveys to see if people are learning from our workshops.
Perfect. Perfect. Those are all really great examples. And so now I'm going to share with you how APOS utilizes data to make moves. So APOS, one of our values is to make data-driven decisions, and we do that 2 ways. One, like Kristen mentioned, we take attendance. So APOS does not run programming. However, we contract enrichment programming on behalf of Pittsburgh Public Schools and HYPE, an organization called HYPE, which stands for the Hill Youth Partnership for Enrichment. So what we do there is that we contract the enrichment, and it is mandatory that these people take attendance. We don't have them take attendance because it's a nuisance. We have them take attendance because attendance proves some things. If you take in-school attendance and out-of-school time attendance and you look at them, you can see how out-of-school time complements in-school time, right? Another piece of data information that APOS uses is in October 2014, we had a study that showed, this is part of the study, it showed a handful of things. But what this graph is showing is the frequency of out-of-school time programs for each age group. So along the x-axis, that is the age of a child. On the y-axis, that is the number of programs available for a child. The crazy thing about this graph is that if you look at the age 12, there's 567 programs available. Whenever you hit the age of 13, there's only 116 programs available for out-of-school time. So what does that mean, and why does that matter to APOS, an organization that doesn't necessarily run programming? It matters because as we're coaching organizations to improve their quality, we need to coach organizations to run programming that needs to be offered for youth, right? So if you're 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17, what are you going to do after school if you only have 100 programs available? So that's just an example of what we do. Like I said, data-driven decisions are one of our values, so we do it all the time. So I got up here, we talked about data, we talked about a lot of stuff, but, so what's my call to action? So I don't necessarily have the answers. I wanted to throw this in there because I think it's hilarious and it's at my desk. We don't have the answers, but what we can do is we can make a call to action. And so whenever you're looking at data, people always look at data and what they think about data is that it's for funding. But it's not just for funding. So whenever people think of data, they think of funding, but also, in reality, you should think of data as funding and what. And that and what could be a ton of things. Whenever you have data, that means you have an informed staff, and you have a great outreach program, and you can have marketing materials, and the No AmeriCorps, you can do policy work with data. And the great thing about data is that it proves something. You can serve 1,000 children, you can serve 1,000 meals, you can have 1,000 GPAs, but what does that mean? Just because you have these high numbers doesn't mean anything. So if you have the data behind it, that is what really, really matters. It will get you the funding, but it will make you a whole holistic nonprofit organization. And with that being said, that is all I have to offer you today. Thank you.